Hello, this is Sara, Psychic Medium, and this is the Capricorn 2021 Psychic Guidance, Insight and Predictions. If you'd like a private reading at the end of this, and please go to my website, www.saraperrypsychic.com. And if you enjoy this vlog and you haven't already done so, please do like, share and subscribe, as it really helps support the channel and its growth. So what do we got for you? Now, the first thing I'm seeing in this reading is 2 major shifts around your home. Now, this could be 2 home moves, or it could be you're buying something and you're selling something. Maybe you're buying a second home, or you're selling your home and emigrating. It feels like either two moves or 2 major shifts within your home situation. It could even be someone moving in, could be one of them. Or you are selling one house, selling 2 houses and you're buying a house together. Or you are starting up a business, separately in your home. It feels an emotional shift, okay? The first one, I've actually got a move. Now, I've got patience here. So this could very well be that you're wanting to sell or you're wanting to shift something, okay? Now, this is during 2021. This could come at any time, and it may not come until May, okay? I am getting February for some people, though. So this would be people that are already wanting to sell and are thinking about moving. I do feel there's going to be some changes, particularly around if you're a house owner or you are buying. Now, this could be that house prices fall, or, something soars. I don't know, but you find, it's a better time to invest, that kind of thing. What I am getting is movement. So if you were trying to sell your house during 2020, I feel that that's going to start moving around February. If you're not looking to move and you haven't even considered it, then I feel that you'll maybe thinking about moving again, or something might change around that, or moving forwards in May. Now, again, it may not resonate with anybody, any of this, if you've just moved. It could be that you've just moved and suddenly you're like, I've got to move again. I don't feel that, though. It doesn't feel like something being taken, the rug being taken from under you, that suddenly you've got to move house and, you've just moved there and everything like that. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like a slow journey, or a beginning of a slow journey towards better investment. So this to me would be, it could be the end of the journey, in fact, or something that's felt like a really long journey. It's been a slow process. That's why I feel like somebody's been holding on to selling for a long time, or maybe you've been thinking about it and you haven't, if for some reason it didn't work, it just wasn't right at the time. Then suddenly the market changes. You think, oh my God, and you see your dream house. You think, I'm going to sell and buy something else because this is going to be so much better as an investment. It feels like this is about investments. But if you're just selling anyway, the reason it's been taken so long is because possibly, you are going to get a better rate, or you are going to find a better house, or a better buyer. All right. And it could be a cash buyer and everything will fall into place. The luck is on your side for this, all right? So it's not something that is devastating. It's not something that's sudden. It feels like something that's been going on a long time. So, you'll know with your own scenario, there's had to be healing going on. And I feel like there's been healing in the property that you're in, or in your home. It could be your home environment, your family. It could be you've been going through something, an illness. The world has been healing, and actually it wasn't going to move during this time because of lockdown. So there has been a bigger reason for this. So I feel that it's going to give you more strength, and it's also going to it will have taught you patience. You're learning to be more patient. You're learning it's like somehow you've been held back to realise that about divine timing and understand that in a better way. Now, the second house move, or the second situation, is to do with an emotional feel. So it could be someone moving in. It could be you've got married because I've got commitment there. It could, again, it could be that you've sold one. This is the one you're trying to sell, and finally you can move in together. It's that kind of thing. So there is a 2-stage thing here. Again, it could work for lots of scenarios, but it's definitely major shifts around the home, and one is learning patience, or it's been a slow burn and it's going to start moving, and the other one is to do with love, emotion, commitment, well-being, and a complete change of pattern. Now that could be that you buy a house abroad or a holiday home or something, okay? Because it's better for your well-being. I feel like there's something, or you felt like somebody's been manipulating things, and I feel it's more universal than anybody else. But do watch somebody who hasn't been doing the paperwork properly or hasn't been doing their job, because I do see a guy like an estate agent or somebody who hasn't really been doing as much as they could have done. All right, so that might mean that you make a change. That could be the shift you make where you're selling your house even, or how you're dealing with it, because you put all your eggs in one basket and then realise that this person isn't as great as you thought they were. It could also be that you weren't ready to go or make a change, and you felt pushed into it. But this is a change of pattern, so I feel like that's changed. Now we do have choices within love here. I've got a whole new direction coming up. Feels like a whole new purpose and things turning around. And this could be just a new direction in your relationships in general. I don't see breakups here. I see new directions and luck and turning around, or karmic effect happening where suddenly a situation changes and it gets better. I see expansion in relationships, and I'm seeing wishes starting to come true. So I feel like things are starting to come together in love. There's definitely positivity coming to the year, and I do see a more spiritual outlook from you, Capricorns. There's been a lot of learning this year, and a lot of foundations been built. But I feel like this is a second chance to do something that you've really wanted. And I feel for some of you, you haven't been doing what you want. You've maybe been flitting about a bit. I mean, with this pandemic and everything, it has been a very, very uncertain, you're what I call a money sign. I always look at Capricorn as, although Taurian, is about stability, security, I always feel like Capricorn's like the money business sign in my head, and so that you might look more on a financial level sometimes, or what is, what's going to be good investments. You might find you're very good with maths, you're very good with figures, that kind of thing. And I feel like this hasn't been about that. But because of what's been going on with the pandemic, you felt that, you've been holding on to resources tighter. You've been, planning more, trying to make things set in stone more, and forgetting about the spiritual side. Some of you may not. So this isn't for everybody. I know a lot of Capricorns that are very, very psychic, very spiritual, hugely, but still very, I would say, very grounded, where organising is earthy at the same time, but I feel like the fear has set in with a lot of people, whether you are on a high spiritual level or whatever, or wherever your focus is. It has caused a lot of drain in Capricorns and a lot of questioning. But this year there's definitely expansion. I'm seeing travel, opportunities to go off on your own journey, doing something independently. It's like you're suddenly starting to work out why things didn't work out. It's somehow there's been a bit of a cloud over your eyes in some ways of what was leading you to do what this year, because I'm doing this in November. And next year you're kind of understanding maybe the errors that you made, or, maybe you acted in haste, because the patience thing is there, to almost like safeguard yourself quickly, because you're quick thinkers, you're very mentally on it, and you're going to be like, all, foreseeing things. So, but it wasn't about that this year. It was about really being in the flow and being in the present and trusting. So you're going to start, you're really starting to see that. And I feel like the expansion that you've wanted in many ways is going to come in 2021. Don't hold yourself back though. Because I feel like, again, too much preparation, too much planning can actually prevent the expansion. When it is about taking it one day at a time and just knowing what you want and just doing everything that is going to, so you're growing it, you're making it happen. And the more you do that, the more free you're going to be. And the easier things will be as well. There's a massive transformation going to happen. And I am getting the sign of Sagittarius around this. So it could be somebody who is a Sagittarius in your family, or someone around you that will be part of that transformation. they're obviously going to be linked to you in some way. It's going to affect you in some way, or it's you that is seeing somebody differently. It may be the time of year, which would be mid-November, mid-December time, where you really feel that it's like a rebirth coming, a new beginning. There's a sense of detachment as well, but on a high level, a good detachment, you know, not just walking away and not letting anyone in kind of thing. It's a sense of knowing coming in. I do feel this is like you coming into your own, become like rebirthing a little bit as well, and being more of a child, learning to be that child again. A phone call is going to be a trigger of that transformation, the initial trigger and source of it. There's also someone from your past is going to bring a revelation. It could be someone older than you, or someone you knew a long time ago, who is going to bring a new beginning to your world. This could be news of a new baby. The revelation could be the fact that they are a lot older. And it's like, really? Are you going to do that now? Maybe it's yourself. Maybe it's something returning, or an opportunity to have a baby. Or I feel like the new beginning you might have wanted hadn't happened, and this could be a revelation of why it's been held back and how it's going to come into play. It could be someone coming back from your past and you have a baby with them, you know. There's a real sense of, you know, I've got kids here, young people, youth, energy, the past returning, but this, maybe it's just a sense of you being reborn, you know, or someone coming back into your life that reminds you of how that is. Very powerful energy around it. I've got the number 22 here. It's very grounded. It's you know, it's very connected. It's just right. It's very balanced. Things are coming together, especially around your relationships, okay? And I feel like something is going to be completed. You may renew your vows, do something special there, or just reconnect on some level. But emotionally, I'm seeing a lot of happiness here. Understanding the value of things, being able to sit back and see things in a different light as well. And you're really starting to see the divine timing of things as well. So this is going to be an interesting year for you. I feel like there is higher learning coming in. Those two big moves are going to be major and massive changes to pattern. But around relationships, it looks really expansive, really positive. Just let go of your doubts and don't talk yourself out of things. You know, because sometimes you can be your own worst enemy. You know, it's like being safe. And I don't mean you just play it safe all the time, but maybe you just overthink things so that you can safeguard yourself, which is practical in many ways, but sometimes it can hinder you. And I feel like it's time to really get into that flow of luck right now and just enjoy and play a bit. Be the child, be reborn. Think about what you were like when you were a child. What do you want to do? How was life then? So I hope this has helped you, Capricorn. And if you'd like a private reading, then just go to my website. And it's been lovely to connect with you today, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.